welcome to Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin. I'm Brittany. I am here with a haul from a new to me shop. So Robin has actually ordered from her before. She's got several for kids. And I was actually gifted a kit from her before from a friend, but I have not, from Natalia, the sweet Natalia, but I have not actually ordered from her before now. And so she had her sale for her grandmother, who had unfortunately passed away, and she was doing like a fundraiser thing, so I went and decided to make a purchase of some ready to ship things, and here we are. So I have got a set of her minis and 4 diamond paintings. I will tell you, everything I did get is pixel charted. That wasn't on purpose. She has several of the non-pixel charted or like hand render things that I love. It's just like out of everything that was ready to ship that I actually wanted, everything happened to be pixel charted. So we're gonna do the minis first, and then we'll go like smallest to largest, I think is what the plan is gonna be. Oh, well, okay, when I say smallest to largest, I mean the box. Because if I'm not mistaken, one of these smaller boxes is a pretty big canvas. So, we'll set these to the side. And dig into the mini box here. So her boxes are just plain white boxes. They do come like wrapped in plastic and like taped together and wrapped in plastic and some bubble wrap when she ships them. And then they do have plastic on the outside of them. So before we get started opening anything, I just wanted to say if you guys are new here, welcome in. We are a channel who does a lot of diamond painting content, including artist spotlights. We'll do unboxings or like hauls, which is what you're gonna see today from Jaded Gem Shop. We do some enhancement series, we did comparison series, we lots of just fun little stuff, but it's all diamond painting related. We're a mother-daughter duo. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when we come out with new videos. And if you guys are returning, welcome back. Thanks for continuing to follow us. So let's open the plastic of this one here and see what we got. So there is, on the end of the box, it does show you what they are. And so this is like a 2-part set of minis that she released for, I want to say it was like around a little bit before Valentine's Day. So I'm trying to get the box open. There we go. So let's pull these out. I have actually not seen any of her minis, so I'm excited to see these. Try to get the sticker sheet out. Okay, now we got everything out. So these are the sour minis. So you've got your sticker sheet here. So these are all gonna be your cute. So these are, I'm not gonna say it out loud, I'll just let you guys see it. So they are, these are called the sour minis. And they are pixel charted. There you go. So they're 10.5 by 11.25 centimeters. Altogether it's gonna have 23 colors with 1, 2, 3, 8 specialty drills. Now I will tell you, I don't know if I'm gonna open all the drills in these because of the way that they package them, but I will tell you, look at these crystals. You have orange, you have purple, you have a gray. I see a green, a pink, a blue. Oh, okay. All right. There's not as many drills in this one. I'm giving in. I need to see the specialty drills. Oh, I gotta open it all the way. That would be helpful, Brittany. Are they all? Let's see. Is that all of them? Those look like regular drills. Okay. All right, so this one has 2 crystals and 6 luminescent drills. So I was saying they were crystals. So the 414 is a crystal. It's like a gray. Then you have this luminescent, which is 208, which is a purple. Look at this orange. It looks so unique. Look at that. So that's one of the luminescents. Those are all normal. Alright, you have 2, like a green and then like a teal of a luminescent color. And you have a crystal that's red. And then here are the other 2 luminescents. These look so cool. The shading of them. Look at that. kind of glad I took those out. That's it. So some unique looking drills. Alright, we're going to take a look at these little small canvases here. Sorry for all the crinkling. Getting all those put back in there. Alright, so there are 6 of them. As you can see, they are tiny canvases, but they are still very soft felt back. They've got the scalloped perforated edges still. And so there's not going to be a legend on these, so you're just going to have to use basically your sticker sheet as the legend. So you have some cute ones here. So you have Love Sucks. These were just so funny, I had to get them. Bite Me. Not going to read it out loud, just in case. Same thing, just let you guys read it on the screen there. Ew. And Fugly. So again, there's like a sweet and sour one, so there is a sweet version of this. I think it was in stock, I just really wanted these. So, and I know on her website she does a good job of like showing the images and like where the specialty drills go, but we're gonna kind of take a look real quick. So, the first one is the number 1, which is that like gray crystal, and it literally borders, it's in the same place on all of the canvases. So like the border, and then the little bit that goes in here where you see the number 1. So it goes all the way around. Those are all going to be that gray crystal on every single canvas here. The 208, which is the purple luminescent, is going to be the background of this one. The orange luminescent is going to be the background of the Fugly one. So everywhere you see the orange. The 905, which is the green, is going to be the background of this one. So again, that's another luminescent. 959, which is the 5, is another luminescent, is all the background of this one. Next you have 6, which is the other crystal, which is 666, which is the writing in all of them, so it's the symbol 6. So the writing in the middle of every single heart is that other crystal. Then you have the purple or the pink luminescent is the background of this one, and the last one is like that light green is the background of that one. So that's pretty cool. I kind of want to work on these. They're so small. Lots of color blocking. I mean, the symbols are really clear. Again, this is the first thing I've ever gotten from I've ordered from Jaded Gem Shop. So, and again, these are pixel charted. So, I mean, you can see the symbols are so clear. So yeah, super excited about that. All right, let's get all this packed back up in here. I don't know. I don't have any minis going right now. I was going to start the Easter ones, but now I'm kind of tempted to start these. Alright. Minis done. Those are adorable. She's got lots of minis that I want. She's got some pixel charted puppy dog ones that are adorable. She has lots of mini options. So if you're looking for minis, as I throw the little box cutter around. If you're looking for minis, definitely a good place to check out. Alright, so this is the next one. So again, we're going from smallest box to largest box here. I'm just trying to get the end open here so I can get the kit out. Alright, I think. Now, make sure there's nothing still down in the box here. So this was down in there. Look at that cute little cover minder, like a little mushroom. Look at that. That's adorable. All right, so these I will not take the drills out. Again, just because of the way they're packaged. So this one I can tell you I see like some crystals in here. I'll show you the colors here in just a second. That's the only thing jumping out at me right now is some crystals, but here's a look at the color palette. You can see the crystals right there. So pretty. Lots of fun colors. All right. So these are, I didn't say, they are poured glue. So I'm gonna roll this back on itself here. So give me a second here. Maybe. There we go. So this comes with, again, your sticker sheet, and then you'll see laying there with the sticker sheet is she gives you some sheets of just plain release paper here. I'm gonna lay that down there for a second. So you've got like 4 sheets of just plain release paper. So we'll set these to the side for now. And then the sticker sheet. So, all right, so this piece is going to be called Serenity with the Moon by Lerennis. So it's not on here, but look at that. She's so pretty. You've got 38 colors, and this is going to have 4 crystals and 2 glimmer drills. And so all these I didn't show you are individually peel stickers. So all you have to do is just start here at the end and then just pull. When it says quantity, there's a cut between where it says DMC and quantity, so you don't have to worry about that. And then this is also a sticker if you wanted to cut it out for like your logbook. And then in the bottom, you've got the Jaded Gem Shop. So let's take a look at her. I'm excited. Oh man, she is beautiful. I don't know. I'm gonna go show Robin. I don't know if Robin has her, man. She is stunning. You've got the pretty butterflies. Look at all the flowers too. And then of course, her long flowy hair, the moon behind her. So on her full canvases at the top here, you're gonna have her socials, including her Instagram, her YouTube, and her website. Her logo right there, which is relatively small. And then you also have the name of the canvas and the artist as well. And then over here, on this side here, you're gonna have a legend. You get a small thumbnail, tells you the size right here, 50 by 70. You've got the small image and then your legend here. There are a lot of some of these special drills because it's got the quantity. It's like the glimmer drills, it's like 3,000 and 2,800 of some of them. So let's take a look here at where some of these go. So first we have, it looks like an orange crystal. It's gonna be 436 and it's gonna be the number 1. And so I already see that right here in parts of the butterfly. So my guess is it's probably gonna be, yeah, the lines of like all the butterflies. Yeah, definitely. And then anywhere else. I'm looking to see if I see any that might go in her hair, but I don't. So I think that might be it for that. Oh no, actually the whole outline of the moon. I lied. And so that's a crystal. So the whole outline of this moon is going to be that first crystal. So the next crystal is 444, which is a yellow, and it is the number 2. And so it's going to be part of her dress right here, and just a few right here. Also a few in her earrings, and this little symbol on her head here, and then her other earring here. And then again, there's lots of this in the moon. And actually it looks like the whole moon part back here is going to be 100% crystals. So that's going to be super, super pretty. So is her jewelry. It's just some places, oh actually there's a couple of that one here. So like this has a mixture of the 1, 2, and 3. Her jewelry right here, her earrings have a mixture of 2 and 4. The stuff down here, actually there's a few of the ones right here in the gold that looks like part of her dress. So you have 2 and 3 here, 2, 3, and 4 right here. Because 4 is 742, which is one of the orange crystals. And again, you're going to have lots of that in the moon as well. And, sorry, that was the number 3. 742 is actually 3. The symbol 3, and then 3823, which is like another shade of yellow, is the symbol 4, which again is still all in the moon and her jewelry and stuff. Alright, so glimmer drills. We have 2 glimmer drills. First one is a 775, which is a light blue, and it's the symbol 5. And if you could guess, there's going to be a little bit right here of what looks like to be, I'm looking to see if there's a few in this. Maybe like the bows and then like the clips of her hair, but then her whole dress Has quite a few, like right through here is all glimmer drills. There's a few right through here in the bottom. All over here is all that blue. The edge of the sleeve here, the top of the sleeve, so lots of that in her dress. And then the last one is actually a white glimmer drill. It's $38.65, and it's the symbol 6. And so again, right here in her dress, her sleeve, there's quite a bit in her dress. Some of that, the blue glimmer drill is actually in her eyes, but then you'll see the center of the flowers here and here. Some of the flowers have that white glimmer drill, as well as some of the stars. All the stars up here, the little dots, are all going to be that white glimmer drill. And then again, some in her ribbon, a few in like the little clips of her hair. But this is stunning. Lots of color blocking too in this one. She's gorgeous. I've had her on my wish list for a while. I think ever since she was pixel charted. But she just looks absolutely stunning. So again, this one is Serenity with the Moon by Lerennis. So I'm gonna get this put up and I will be back with the next one in just a second, guys. All right, guys. So I'm back. So this one, look, has an adorable little pineapple, little cover minder. That's so cute. All right, so again, we're gonna have several sheets of release paper here. Put these with the other ones. All right, so this one, as you can see, is it's gonna be a tall piece, not a long piece. And so this one is gonna be called Princess of Stars by Leharc Blueheart. And look at her. Look at that image. This reminds me of like Super Mario with like the stars and stuff. I don't know if that's what they were going for. She's got several of these panels that I love and I want. She's got one that has like the little sunflower thing. If you've ever played Super Mario, you know what I'm talking about. But that's part of the reason I got this one. I want the other ones to go with it. So this one is 40 centimeters wide, but 120 centimeters tall. So this is going to be a panel piece. You're going to have 38 colors with 2 crystals and 3 glimmer drills. And I will tell you, in this one, I can see some of the glimmer drills. So we'll take a look at the color palette here. And you're going to see 2 bags of that blue glimmer and then 2 bags of that yellow glimmer. You can see lots of yellows and blues and then the darker colors for the outlining. So, pretty color palette. Pretty color palette. All right. So, we're going to flip this over. And we're going to have to pan through this one. There's no way I'm getting all this in one shot, no matter what I try to do. So here we go. Oh man, she's so pretty. All right, let's see if I can get her to just slide now. So there's the top. You've got the one star at the top, and then you start with her. She's so pretty. I love her dress. And then you got the rest of the stars at the bottom here, and that's the end of it. So she is gorgeous. Again, I don't even think if I turn her this way, if you guys are even gonna be able to see her all. Like even if I hold this up, like that's gonna be the closest I can get you to being able to see the whole thing in one go. It's huge. She's so pretty though. So this one, the 2 crystals, you don't have a ton of. There are a ton of that blue 775 glimmer drill that you saw. Like 6,000 of them. So let's find, and all of her special drills right here are 1 through 5 is the symbol. So the first crystal is going to be a red crystal. There's only like 12 of them, but I've actually seen it. And it's actually the centerpiece of her crown. And then the number 2 is a blue crystal. And they're going to be the 2 pieces right here on the sides of her crown. And I don't see those anywhere else. So that's like what, 12 and 14 of those? Is that right? Yeah, so that's it. So then the next one is that blue glimmer drill, which there are tons of. And so that's the symbol 3. So that's going to be like anywhere you see the light shades on her dress. So like right here behind the stars, all through here, a little bit here, all the outside part of this, but then you got tiny bits here, but then like a huge splotch here, and then basically like this whole part right here, with the exception of like the black. So lots of that, and even as you go further up, there's some in her crown, her other arm here with her sleeve. So that's just absolutely stunning. Make sure there's not any at the top. There's not. So lots and lots of that glimmer drill. So the next one is going to be that yellow, which is 3822, and it's going to be the symbol 4. So I was kind of half expecting it to be in the stars, but I haven't really seen it in the stars. Oh, right here. So there's like a huge arch behind her that kind of goes all the way around. The inside of that is where that 1 is, and then even then there's like some small splotches in the darker brown. See a little bit right here. I wonder if that's it. Oh, there's a couple down here. I don't know if you can see these little spots scattered throughout the bottom down here in her dress. Bring it up a little bit closer so you can see what I'm talking about. See all those little spots of 4s? Like scattered throughout her dress? So that will be one of those glimmer drills. And then the last glimmer drill is going to be the number 5, but it's actually a white. So it's going to be 3865. So you're going to have 4 little pieces in the center of all the eyes of the star. Let's see. There's just a couple down here in her dress where some of that blue is. Let's see, where else? Surprisingly not any in this part of it. This is all just like a regular shade of white. Let's see. There's a few scattered throughout her hair. So like there's a couple lines right here, a couple right here, and a couple right here. But that is actually it. So this is definitely one of a series of these pieces. And I don't know, I think she might have, I have them on my wish list, but I think she honestly might have like 4 or 5 of them. Let's see. Let's see if I can find. So you have Princess of Flowers, who is, she's kind of similar to this one, not the one I was originally talking to. She is not hand rendered, it doesn't look like. I'm trying to look at my wish list here to see what I have similar to this one. Because she did just do another pixel charted one. I'm trying to find the name of it. It may have been that Princess of Flowers. Hold on. So she also has Master of Barrels, which reminds me of Donkey Kong. I'll try to pop some pictures up here so you guys can see. So Master of Barrels, which reminds me of Donkey Kong. The Princess of Flowers, which I just showed you. She's got Princess of All, which reminds me of like Peach, the princess from Super Mario. And then the last one is, oh, Friend of Mushroom, which has the flower, the flowers I'm talking about. And then like the toad mushroom, if you know what I'm talking about. So lots of cute ones there. And again, she did just hand chart another one that I want, because again, I want it to match this one. Which one was the hand charted one? Princess of Mushrooms was the other one she just hand charted. And so you'll have seen a picture of that one. But so that one is, it's going to be the same size. So I think if she keeps hand rendering these, those would be some fun panels. They remind me of Super Mario, but they're not Super Mario. But I mean, come on. Tell me down below in the comments, if you've played Super Mario, are these not the little cute stars from Super Mario? They are. They are. Alright, I'm going to put her up. Again, if you wanted this one is called Princess of Stars. And they're all by Leharc Blueheart. So I'm going to put this one up and we'll get the next one out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm going to talk while I open this one. So if you have been following along in our vlog, which is a members only thing, you'll know last week I got my Muni Made order in. And I'm super excited about that. You'll be having a Muni Made order, well, Muni Made unboxings in your near future. So that is to come. making sure nothing else is in here. But one thing I was super excited about with Mini Made was I got some Kat Fedora pieces that I absolutely love. And so I was looking for that. I knew there was a cover binder somewhere, I just couldn't find it. A little kiwi. It goes well with the pineapple and the mushroom. And so, knowing that I was super excited about the Kat Fedoras, I got a hand-charted Kat Fedora from Jaded Gem Shop. So, I'm gonna roll this back real quick so it'll lay flat. I'm gonna lay it face down while we we'll look at the color palette and the sticker sheet here. So you already know who the artist is of this one. It's gonna be Kat Fedora. So again, we're gonna have our release papers here. So I'm gonna set these to the side. So this is the Apprentice. I absolutely love this image. It reminds me of Books and Things by Kat Fedora. So I love the cat and the books. I love everything about this. So this one has 70 colors and it just has a bunch of glimmer drills. So 6 glimmer drills with this one. They're at the end there. Again, symbols 1 through 6 are going to be the glimmer drills. So let's take a look at our color palette here. Gonna have some neutral tones for the wood and stuff, but then you also have some colors for the books and then the curtain and stuff. So that angle looks kind of dark there in the middle. No peaking specialty drills on this one that I see. Not that I can easily show you anyway. Let's just take a look at this bigger image here. Alright. Oh, this is so cute. So this one is, I didn't tell you guys the size. This is a 60 by 60 centimeter kit. Again, by Kat Fedora. Look at this, all the little details. First, you've got, of course, the adorable sleeping cat. You've got the candles in the background. You've got like a potion going. You've got your bookcase. You've got like a little jar here and just little knickknacks and crystals. You've got mushrooms hanging upside down. Of course, books everywhere. You've got the night sky, the curtain. Just so many neat little details in this. The little plant. And then I love you can see like made it look like little scribbles of writing on the book there. Alright. So, let's make sure you guys got a good look at it without the glare on it. And let's take a look at where some of these glimmer drills go. So the first one is 415, which is a gray. And there's only about 400 of those, but that's going to be the number 1. So let's see here. I see just a couple right here. Oh yeah, the little stars in the curtain are all gray. So even down here. And then actually, yeah, there's another, actually the stars over on this side too are all that gray shimmer drill. There's another one there. So all those are going to be the gray. Next we have 554. There's not a lot of those. And that's going to be like a purple shade. So let's see. Ooh. Ah, right here. Lined along the center of like the smoke that's coming up from the pot there. I don't see them in any other parts of the purple there. So I think it's just going to be in the smoke here. Alright. Oh, next we have red. It's the number 3, 666. So pretty much you can guess. Anywhere you see bright red, you're going to have that. So you're going to have some right here, which is like the bookmark of the book. You're going to have some in like little places of the bookcase, like the edge of this book, and then of course the tops of the upside down mushrooms. So those stand out pretty easily for you to pick out. Next we have 775, which is the number 4. So there's just a couple lined in the crystal here. And then there's one right here. And the rest of them are going to be up here in the window. It's like lining parts of the window and then the whole moon and this one star here. So there's like lines of it here and here, a few here. There's another star here, a few like lined right there, and then a few lined here. So all of those are going to be like a few lines in the windows. I'm just going to make sure I don't see them anywhere else. I don't think I do. No. Alright, so then next we have the number 5, which is 3822, which is like an orange shade. So you're going to see that in these 2 stars here, as well as like the lining of the curtain here and here, like this one spot in the middle, and then the lining down here. There are a few in like this little decoration here, and then part of the book here, but then there is quite a few of them in the candles. Not the flame part, but just the base of the candles. There's tons of them in this. And then the last one is a white, which is again 3865, and it's the number 6. And so it's going to be in several places. There's a few down here kind of lining the green jar, a few on the curtain, and then if you come up here, you're going to see kind of like dots of them. Let me bring it up close again. Scattered throughout in places. I think you see a few there. There's a few more down here in the bookcase. It's like anywhere you see the dots, there's going to be dots of that white scattered throughout the whole thing. There's another chunk right here on this part of the curtain, the center of the flames of the candles, the dots of the mushrooms, and then again you're still just going to see like little specks of them kind of scattered throughout the top there. So that is the Apprentice. These are looking so pretty. So I'm going to put this beauty up and get the last one out, which is probably the one I'm the most excited about and the one I want to start probably the soonest. But we'll see. So I'll be right back once I put this one up. So if you know me, you could probably guess what this piece is. But so she does release like the pieces normally computer rendered, or like she does like a hand touch up of it, and then she'll hand chart them if enough people want them. And so shortly after she released this one, she had put in her group where people could vote on a kit that they would like to see pixel charted, and like somebody would put the vote up, and then whichever one had the most likes, she was going to pixel chart. So I like the theme. Now we got bananas. Oh, those are cute cover binders. And so as soon as I saw this one, I knew this had to be the one I got. This is definitely the biggest of the bunch. I don't even care. Of course it's the one I want to do first though, right? You know? So that's how life goes. I just want to say, look at this. I put all the release papers together. Look at this. If you ever need a release paper, I have plenty of it now. Alright. Oh, this one had some washi tape thrown in there. Just like green and black. Alright. So, this one. If you know me, you know. This is Dragon Cafe by Toshia-san. Look! How could I not? How could I not? I almost got it when she first released it, even though it was like the computer rendered, where even though she like does hand touch-ups. And I was like, okay, I'll just wait. I'm just gonna wait. And then she announced that she had released the hand charted version, and yeah, had to give it. So 61 colors. It has 2 crystals, 4 glimmers, and a metallic drill. And this is 65 by 90 centimeters. So let's see. I see the metallics. It's like a brown metallic. Let's see if you guys can see it. Right here. I don't know how well it's coming through the camera. But then I see some pretty blue glimmer drills, some yellow crystals. We're gonna see what I can see before I show you guys. Oh, you can see some of the orange crystals too. Look at that. So here's a look at your color palette. We'll show the top and the bottom and the sides. Look at all those colors. Reds, oranges, some blues, and then I'll show you the bottom too. just lets you get the whole color palette. I am so excited to see this one. This one is gonna be my favorite. I already know. I know. And it's just because I'm a dragon lover. I am. I have enjoyed all the other ones. Kat Fedora is probably close second, but anything dragon is 100% me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over like this, because you guys are gonna get a pretty good look of the whole canvas like this. You might just have to turn your head sideways for a minute to look at it, and then I'll flip it the other way and I'll do a kind of a pan over. But, all right, you ready? I'm not. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my goodness. Look at this. All right, let's turn it this way so you guys don't have to turn your head anymore. Let's look, we'll pan and look. Look at all the little details. You've got little dragon. It says Dragon Cafe. Then you've got her sitting here reading the book. You've got the dragon hanging out on the table with her. You've got the one next to her on the pot. And then of course the snow and everything like that. But look at that. Oh my goodness. I had to. It's Dragon Cafe. How could I not? I'm obsessed with dragons. Like how? How could I not? So the legend for this one's on the bottom, sideways. So we're gonna take a look here. So two again, these are gonna be numbered 1 through 7 because there's 7 specialty drills. So the first two we'll look at are the crystals, which is 436, which is an orange, and 444, which is a yellow. So this is gonna be the symbols 1 and 2. So if I had to guess, we're gonna be looking at these windows. Yep. The inner of all of these windows are all that 1 and 2. Let's see about the big one over here. That's behind her. No, actually. So those first two that are the crystals are gonna just be the windows of this building, which is actually really pretty. Oh, and look, actually the orange crystal is the Dragon Cafe sign too. That's really pretty. That's gonna look really pretty. Make it look more like glass. All right, let's look at some glimmer drills. So the first one, of course, is a red 366. And I mean, it's gotta be in dragons, right? No, maybe not. No, this bow over here, like the string running down to it and then the lighter parts of it are all that glimmer. There is some in the dragon though, in his face, and then just right here lining the body and like his hip. Let's see if there's any in this guy. Yeah. There's a few right here and along the back of his tail here. Make sure I'm not seeing it anywhere else. Nope, that looks like it. So then you have that pretty blue 775. There are 3,000 of these. And if I had to guess, this is probably going to be the snow or her outfit. Yeah, so lining the snow on the root or on the garland right here at the bottom, and then the snow at the window seals here. And there is actually a little bit in her cuff of her jacket. But then yeah, the snow. It's mixed in with the snow. Ironically enough, with the number 6, which is a white glimmer drill. So anywhere you see the lighter colors, that's gonna either be a white or a blue, that blue glimmer drill, all down through here. And then that white, there's also a few, like the little flakes falling down, the snowflake here. So anywhere you see that white is gonna be that white glimmer drill. Some at the top up here. So then with that being said, we skipped the number 5, which is 3822, which is like a shade of orange. So that one you're gonna see in the back of her hair. And then that one I do see some of in the window up here. There's quite a few, just a very few right here. But then as you go further down, there's not any. But then the outside of these little like bubbles, I don't know if they're meant to be snowflakes or what falling down here, or if they're lights, but that orange, the outside of the bubbles. There's a few of that one right here in the corner of her book as well. And that's it. So the last one we have is 7, which is that metallic. And there are 1,600 of those. And I am honestly not certain where I would think those would be. So just kind of looking here. outlining the doors and the windows. All right through here. I don't see it readily anywhere else. Let me just look and make sure. There are a couple of those orange 5s right here as well on that door. No, I don't see them anywhere else. So you're gonna have the pretty windows, and then you've got some highlighting on her, and of course makes the snow kind of glimmery. You have a little bit of highlight in the dragons. But look, this right here is probably favorite part of the whole image. And then at the top, of course, you've got your scene. And then, again, most of these you can get as the pixel charted, which is the hand rendered. If you like the computer rendered versions of it, I forget what she calls them, but the you can get them as that still. And this one you can actually get, if you get it the computer rendered version, you can get a crop. So it's not quite as big if the size kind of overwhelms you, but this is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. I want to start this one so bad. I might. I don't know. I need to finish one before I start it. I think that might be my rule. What do you guys think? I can do it for Mermaids and Magic, even though I'm already working on a dragon. Alright. Give you a close look at the dragons. There's that one. Let's see if I can get it to cooperate for me to show you the other one. There we go. So cute. I love this image. I knew as soon as I saw it, this was one I had to get. This is like the top of the list. Gotta have it no matter what. So let me know down below, guys. I'm sure most of you guys have probably purchased from Jaded Gem Shop before. If you haven't, what right now is at the top of your wish list? If you have purchased from Jaded Gem Shop, what is your absolute all-time favorite canvas that you have from her? Or even if your favorite's not one you purchased, one that she's released, tell me what your all-time favorite Jaded Gem Shop is, so I can live and shop through you and see if it's something I have on my wish list or something I want to add on my wish list. And then tell me which of these is your favorite. If you agree with me that the Dragon Cafe is the best, leave a dragon emoji in your comments somewhere. Otherwise, that'll do it for this Jaded Gem Shop haul. I'm super excited. These canvases look like they're amazing quality. The symbols are clear. The rendering looks amazing. The drills, from what I can see, look good. I know Robin has been working on a Jaded Gem Shop. She has the 5 senses, which is huge, and hasn't had any issue with the drills. So thanks for sticking around for this long haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys in our next video, and we will be live, don't forget, every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Otherwise, make sure you're kind to everybody, both in the real world, online, and in our comments down below. Bye!